Running a design studio means struggling a lot. And the one big question I always almost get is how do you deliver fast, high quality work without burning out or breaking the bank? Now, as much as I'd love to gatekeep this secret and act like I have some wizardly design superpowers, but what kind of a person would I be if I kept this to myself? Hmm, maybe a smart one. But here we are. Let me show you exactly how we do this. But before, check these websites out. Aren't they just super trendy and cool? Well, surprise, surprise. All these websites that you're seeing were made using the same secret tool that I'm talking about. A tool that takes you from idea to launch ready designs in just one day. Alright, that's enough build up. The secret weapon is, drumroll please, it's called Loom. And today I'm going to show you exactly how we use it by building a full fintech startup website from scratch, step by step. Let's dive in. So here we are on the Relume website. You can create sitemaps, wireframes, and style guides effortlessly, and we're going to see that in a bit. I'm going to start by describing the company for which I want to build the website. So here, since we are creating a website for a fintech startup, let's just say create a modern professional website for a fintech startup that helps individuals and small businesses manage money smarter with features like automated expense tracking, AI-powered budgeting, and real-time financial insights. So you can add things like these, like your features and all that you want to have, and hit generate. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is the more detailed the prompt is, the better the results are. Now, you can see the sitemap is being built right in front of you. In just a few minutes, you have all the pages that you should have on this website, all the sections, and the details as well, like what goes in each section. So you can see this is a description. You can also select the number of pages. I'm going with 1 to 5, and you can also select the language. You can hit on generate sitemap again if you want to regenerate the results. So let's look at the content that it has provided for the home page. That is the first page here. So it says navbar followed by the hero header section, which by the way is editable. If you just click on it, you can edit the text. So it says it will provide the introduction and a catchy tagline with a brief overview of the services. We can also ask AI to edit this further. You can also move this around. For example, if you want the header section to go somewhere below, you can just drag it and put it under any other section. But I don't want that, so I'm just going to keep it intact, followed by the features list, benefits section, stats section. Now let's say I want stats to be above benefits, so I can just move it this easily by dragging it. And then we have testimonials and the CTA sections. There are two CTA, CTA section and CTA prompt section. I'm going to get rid of the CTA prompt section by just deleting it. And that's how easy it is. The next page that it has suggested is the About Us page, which has all these content, header, about, timeline, team, client, testimonial, CT, and contact. It doesn't, however, have an FAQ section. I'm going to click on this Add button, type FAQ, and that's it. Just select FAQ from this, and you have the FAQ section added here. So that's how easy it is to even add sections if you want to. Now, for the blogs, it's just that. All the relevant sections go in here. I'm not going to go into the details here. It all looks so good. And even for services, you see we have the features list section, feature section. Also notice how the feature section is about the features that we have suggested, like automated expense tracking, AI-powered budgeting, and real-time financial insights. That is what it talks about. So we have a complete list of that. And again, we have separate pages for each of the features that we had mentioned, and all of this talks about these features in super detailed manner. So you see a feature section, like it explains what all it does. There's a testimonial, benefit section. So yeah, it all overall looks very well sorted and put together. So let's move on to the wireframe stage. All you have to do is click on wireframe, and in just a few minutes, you'll see the entire sitemap turning into a wireframe with proper structures and great layouts. It all just comes together so seamlessly. It saves me so much time. I cannot stress enough on how beautifully this is done. Now imagine if you had to build all of these individual sections from scratch. This would have taken you days, and right now it's just happening in a few minutes. And even if you look at these sections, these are all very well structured and professionally designed. Like the layouts, these are stitched together with proper auto layout and everything. And also, if you see, the copy is done. Discover the future of financial management with our innovative features. All that we had talked about in the sitemap, the descriptions that you had seen, are all detailed out here with nice, relevant copy that matches your initial prompt. Now let's have a look at our About Us page. So we have the header, the timeline is also there. So it's nicely put together. And then we have, the team section, the logos, the testimonials, and the CTA section. Basically, everything that we had on the sitemap has been properly structured here in the form of a wireframe. We also have this nice layout for the blogs page and the blogs detail page, followed by the features page containing all the content for the different features that we have talked about. And lastly, all the individual pages for the features. So yeah, our entire structure of the website is ready. But the fun doesn't stop here. We're just getting started. Now let's say I don't like this header section. So I can click here and I can go and replace this component with some other design. So we'll find a bunch of other layouts for this particular header. For example, I like this one right here. So I can click on it and it'll replace the design. Similarly, for this section, let's try out some other layout. So let's just say, let's just go with something that has maybe images in it. So let's do this. Now, it cannot get any easier than this. Now, I notice that the copy has been replaced. So I need to generate copy. So let's just click generate copy here and we'll generate copy that's relevant to your website's theme. You can also make the text left aligned or center aligned the way you like. You can edit this further. And you can also decide on the number of columns, whether you want 3, you want 4. I'm going with 4 here. Basically, you can customize this layout to your liking. You can also add video backgrounds or image backgrounds. I'm going to keep the background simple. I don't want any asset in the background. Now, every time you edit this, the copy sort of goes away. So you have to generate the copy every time you make a change. I'm also going to generate the icons. I don't want these cubes. So I'm going to hit on generate icon and it will generate all these icons here. So let's just do that. Let's hit generate icon and within a few minutes you'll see the new icons are here. That cannot get any easier than this, can it? I love this. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Now let's look at customer testimonials. I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to just check out a different layout for this. And I'm going to edit this, by frame to my liking as much as I want to. It's super easy. It's super doable. And yeah. Next, I'm just going to quickly edit a few other parts of the page. And once done, I am all set to export my designs to Figma. How to do that? You'll find this export button on the top right corner. You need to open the Relume Figma kit and you need to install the Relume Figma plugin. That's the step that you have to follow. So I'm going to hit on open in Figma. Now this will take you to the Relume Figma kit page. Let's just click here. And in just a few seconds, you will see something like this. Now, this file contains everything about what is Relume, getting started, resources, support, next steps, change log, and there's workspace basically. You can go through these pages and get yourself an idea, but I'm going to delete the change log and the welcome page. So we have our workspace now. So there's sitemap, wireframe, style guide. Now you can see how the style guide for the wireframe that we just created is right here. It's using these particular styles here that you can see. Then there's a concept page, design page, and you also see something called marketing components. Now let's see the nav bars. You'll find so many different navbar components here, both in desktop and the mobile version. There are so many different design styles that you can choose from. There are footers, hero headers. You can just look at the number of different types of layouts. And honestly, these are not just like the most commonly seen layouts. I mean, those are there, but then you'll also find some playful layouts around here. Look at these. You also get look at the phone one as well. So it saves so much time, and it's not just the regular layouts like you're seeing. There's video component, image component. You can also find these right here. These have been trending a lot. Like I've been seeing these around. Then you'll find something like these. Look at the positioning of these images. I mean, you do get the point, right? Why am I so obsessed with this? It saves me hours of work. And it's not just the regular nav bar and the header sections. You get multiple. You get the pricing sections, different layout for the features section. So yeah, gallery, blogs, pricing, testimonial, logos. So you can just keep exploring and you'll find like multiple design options here, which are already made, properly structured. Now let's go to a workspace and go to sitemap here. I'm going to hit Command P, open the Relume plugin. And this will show me all the recent projects that I've worked on. So the FinTech Solutions is the one that we're currently working on. So I'm going to click on that. And here I'll be able to see the wireframes and the sitemap. So I'm going to import my sitemap here. Let's just do that. So it saved me 1 hour 20 minutes. I mean, it would have taken me 1 hour 20 minutes or probably more if I would have designed it from scratch. But here we are. Let's have a look at this. So all of this is editable. It's in proper auto layout, so I can just move the sections around if I have to. I can edit the text. So yeah, this is all well structured. Now let's go to wireframe. I'm going to hit Command P again. Open plugins, Relume. Again, select FinTech Solutions. And this time, I'm going to import the wireframes. You can select the pages that you want to import. So I'm going to select all pages here. And just in a few minutes, you'll see Relume doing its magic and your artboard being filled with all the screens that you had just made. And there we have it. This saved us 15 hours, 30 minutes. Well, I can guarantee this would have taken me more than that. So here we are. You can see the desktop version, the mobile version, everything is done. How beautifully sorted is this? Now, this entire structure is properly put together with auto layout and everything. So if you move the sections around, it's going to adjust. If you delete sections, it's going to, the page is going to resize automatically. So this is all done for you. Let me show you with a quick example. So here, instead of 4, if I want 3 columns, I'm just going to delete one and it's going to adjust accordingly. So yeah, honestly, now that the sections and the copy is all in place, you can start with the UI bit by changing the colors, putting in actual images, and you'll be done with the website in no time, like I'm doing here. But your journey with Relume doesn't just end here. You can go back and create a style guide. So let's just do that. Currently, the style guide that you're seeing is the one that the wireframe is made with. So we are going to update that. Going back, I'm going to switch to the style guide tab right here, and you see your website looks like it's already done. Well, that's the magic of it. But don't worry, this isn't the final design. You can always customize it the way you want to. And that is exactly what we'll be exploring now. So the first thing that we have here are the colors. The neutrals palette that is there looks nice enough. So I'm not going to change that. So there's this tiny lock icon here. So I'm going to lock it so that I don't end up changing it. But the rest of the colors here, like the purple, red, and pink, I kind of want to explore different options here. So let's just go and hit on this shuffle button right here. And you'll see how easily it's creating these color combinations that you can choose from. Now you can keep doing that till the time you find something that matches your vision. And there's also light and dark theme, by the way. So you can just switch between that and see which one works better for you. I kind of like this one. This entire color combination looks very soothing. And the color green sort of denotes growth and money. So this sort of goes, but I like the light theme better than the dark one. Now, say you want to individually customize each section and the colors. So you can go to that particular section and you see these colors swatches down here. You can select the color that you want, or you can hold the command key to see all the shades of that particular color, and you can choose the one that matches your vision the most. So I like the spacer shade right here. Next, let's just look at the typography. Now, I'm not a big fan of this heading, so you click on this and you'll find multiple options. I'm going with serif. Next, it will show you a few serif font options to choose from. Just hit the light button to see fonts that are similar to the one that you liked. So AI will recommend you similar fonts to the one that you liked. So yeah, here are a bunch of options and you can choose from these, or there are also collections. Those are fonts curated by different designers. So I'm going to check out the ones by Fontsmans. And I particularly like this one right here. So I'm going to select this and just see how it automatically updated in the design as well. Now, I like the heading and the body typography, so I'm going to lock that. Let's move on to UI styling. So here you can choose from different types of button. Do you want a bubble button, break button? Do you want it with a gradient? So yeah, it gives you multiple very trendy options, by the way. So you can select the one that you like the most. And I'm also going to give it a nice corner radius, just like that. Not this, but this one. Yeah, this looks nice. So there we go. We have our buttons and the label UI styling done. For the cards and images, you can again select the one that you like. You can go with outlined. Just look at the CTA buttons. It will sort of change. Default, flat, edgy. You can choose whatever you like. So yeah, once done, let's just close this and just log the cards and images. Now this is what we have. Our page looks nice and clean. I like the design here. However, I think these two sections look slightly weird together. So I'm going to change the color of this one right here. Maybe this looks better, like a lighter version of green. So you see how quick and easy the whole process is, right? So when I was telling you I can design an entire website from scratch in a day, I wasn't lying. So yeah. Next, I just want to play around with the colors and try different darker versions for the header maybe and see how that looks. You can just, keep playing around with this, experiment with different shades and all till you find something that you're happy with. And once you do, this is what your site is going to look like. And this is my concept one. I can create a new concept for which I'm going to duplicate my concept one and I'm going to build concept two on top of it. Let's say for the colors, the client has a requirement that the color for the website should be blue. So let's just select blue here and notice how the shades are automatically updating. I selected this blue and look at how the pastel, mid-tone and the deep shades are automatically updated. You can also shuffle and play around with different types of colors. But for this one, we're going to stick with blue because that is what the client wants. I'm going to select a shade of blue here. This one looks nice and I'm going to lock it because this we're not changing. Let's just shuffle the other two colors here and see what happens. So the colors that it suggests are very complementary and they sort of go well together. So it's just a matter of what combination you really like. And if you want to have 2, 3 or more color options, that's up to you. I really like this blue and yellow, so I'm going to lock this yellow. However, I'm not too sure about the red, so I'm going to shuffle some more and wait till the time I find something that I really like. I think this combination overall looks nice, blue, yellow and pink. So next I did the same exact steps as I did for concept one and I changed the colors for the different sections and tried out different combinations. Now I want to show you another cool thing, that is the surprise me button. When you click on it, it will change everything that is not locked in your current style guide that you're building. And I like how it has just used these two colors, blue and yellow, and build the entire site. I think I'm going to stick with this. So this is what it looks like. I like the nice pastel theme going on and the dark footer. It brings a little, break to the entire light theme that's going on and draws attention. So yeah, next let's just update the typography. This is similar to the concept one. So we need to update that for our concept two. I'm going to unlock this and let's just browse some more options here. But before, let's just try the shuffle thingy. Let's see what all it sort of suggests. Okay, after shuffling it a couple of times, I think I want to kind of, just select something on my own. So I'm going to explore some collections again. Let's just go to Edgy this time and see what we find in here. Now, you don't have to click every time. You can just go on this icon to preview what that particular font looks like on your design. I finally went with something from the compressed collection. And this one I think looks nice. It gives it a different look from the concept one altogether. So I think I'm going to stick with this one right here. Now, as we did before, let's just update the UI styling for the buttons. This time I'm going to go with some edgy, sharp corner buttons that goes well with the font, which is also equally bold and very edgy. So let's just do that. And here we have, I'm also going to update the cards and everything and make it sharp corners. So yeah. For the body copy, I'm going to go with enter. I'm not finding it here, so I'm just going to quickly type and search. Enter here. And yeah, that's that. And it looks cool. I think this looks nice. And for the heading, I'm going to update the font size. I don't want it to be small. Let's just make it large. Just like that. It brings that impact and goes well with the font styling also. And there we have it. Our new concept is ready. I love the way how we have used very less colors, and it also is very different from our concept one. Let's look at the mobile version as well. And this looks great too. Now let's see how different it is from our concept one. Well, it is a different styling. Yes, it looks different. Now let's create a new concept altogether for concept 3. We are not going to duplicate any concepts for this one. And you'll see how Relume just imagines it to be a very fresh new idea, and you'll see a use of completely different colors and styling. I'm going to play around with the Surprise Me button and recycle the designs till the time I find something that I really like. This is more towards the darker theme, I think, but yeah, I don't like this as well. So I'm going to recycle again by hitting the Surprise Me button. So as you can see, I did that a couple of times till the time I found something that I really like. Finally, I settled on this color combination. I went with the idea of the client being inclined towards the blue color. So I introduced a new color to complement the blue color here, and then edited the other sections like we did for the previous concepts. Once I updated all the colors and everything, I also updated this image by clicking on it and uploading an image of my choice. So yeah. And with that, our concept 3 is also ready, and now is the time to pitch all our concepts to the client. To do that, we have to just click on this Pitch Concepts button on top, and there we have it. Our top 3 concepts looking super cool. The layout is same for all, but you see how different these are when it comes to the style guide. Also, you can add a description with each of these concepts. For example, this is a minimal design layout with pastel shades, or anything that you like really. So you can add supportive descriptive text here, and this is how the client can view it by previewing it and scrolling through the entire website design. Not just that, they can also toggle between the desktop and the mobile version from this switch right here at the bottom, and there you go. We have a super nice presentation for the client that we built from scratch in just a few hours. And now you can export this to Figma. It's literally the same step. Open the same Relume file that we have been working on and go to the style guide page. Now here, let's just hit Command P and go to the Relume plugin. Now, just select the project that you're working on, that's FinTech Solutions, and go to Style Guide and Concept. Now select the concept that your client has finalized, let's say the finalized concept 2, and hit on Continue. And in just a few minutes, you'll see the designs on the page, just like that. And here we are, 6 hours and 30 minutes saved. Now this is based on an average of 2 hours to create a style guide and 30 minutes to develop each section from scratch in Figma. So yeah, we saved a lot of time there. And here we are, our design is there. And look at this. Our style guide is automatically updated with all the colors, all the sections, UI elements, radius, shadows, logos, icons. Isn't this just so time-saving? I mean, this is crazy. Now let's take a minute to admire our designs. Look at how clean it looks. You can also edit this further. Let's just see if we can edit it. Like, for example, I want to change the text here. I can easily do that. So yeah, let us go to our wireframe page here. And notice how the typography and the buttons have already been updated. We just need to put the right colors in here. Just select the section and you can just select from a color scheme here. The foreground, the background colors are all in here. We can check the local variables as well. According to different color schemes of the different sections that we have on the style guide, we have the color schemes updated here. The text, color, background, border, everything. So that's super cool. Now comes the final step of taking our designs to Framer. Just select the desktop, hit Command P and select Figma to HTML with Framer. This will copy all the layers, and since this is built properly with auto layout and everything, copying this won't be a hassle at all. Just open a new project on Framer. I'm going to adjust the width of the desktop to 1440 and hit Command P to paste all the layers in here. And in a few minutes, this is what we'll have. A design is already there on Framer, and you can just change the height to fit content, and there we have it. All the layouts work great except for this one right here, which is a very small fix. So I'm just going to quickly adjust that. And that's done. We just need to add a stack and change the direction of it, and we are good to go. Now all of this is editable here also. If you want to edit the text, make minor changes, or just, play around with this, you can always do that as well. So yeah, we have a website design ready, and let's just preview it. And this is what it looks like. Now, of course, you can edit this further by adding some animations and everything, but for now, I'm just going to publish it as it is, and let's just view it on my desktop screen right here. So look at this. We went from nothing to actually having a website design that looks this good. So that's the magic of Relume and my secret weapon that I have been using to ship web designs faster. So do check it out. You'll find the link to Relume in the description box below. I hope you learned something new today. I'll see you next week.